The experience of the enlightened.
We have found that a lot of people who are enlightened are actually free of long-standing chronic ailments. So we do find a remarkable improvement in health also, in both the physical and mental health.
The cells of the body become more sensitive.
They become more sensitive, and with their becoming more sensitive, the whole body becomes more healthier. That also happens, and because you can experience nature very differently, the senses are functioning at a higher efficiency. So it's a beautiful world that you live in.
How would the enlightened one perceive the nature?
Actually, there is no comparison at all. The two are totally different. When you say this mountain is beautiful, it's a comment being made by your mind. It is the description and not the described. But when you're enlightened, you become the mountain, which is totally different. The way the mountain would appear to you is different. It's something which has to be experienced. It cannot be described. All this appreciation you're talking about, love and beauty, is more a description. It is not the thing. That is the basic difference. Yeah, they're very, very different. The awakened one is connected to everything. The unawakened one is not connected to anything.
People who don't have a role in life are the people who are suffering. Sri Bhagwan.
Sri Bhagavan's quotes. While oneness resolves problems, sameness creates problems. Where there is craving for significance, there is no relationship. Sri Bhagavan.
What is thought?
Thought is comparison, is measurement, is the flow of memory.
Secrets of Success. Sri Bhagavan says, be active in the external world and be passive. In the inner world,
Sri Bhagavan, I am suffering enormously. Kindly guide me to overcome suffering.
Whenever you say I am suffering, it means you are running away from suffering. You should turn around and confront the suffering, soak in it, embrace it, fall in love with it, be with it, accept it. Then, you will find sooner or later you will develop this art, and every time suffering comes, you would embrace it, and it becomes a joy. One who has completely mastered the art of converting suffering into joy is almost enlightened.
Namaste. Let us see Sri Paramjyoti Bhagavati Bhagwan's miracle for the day. I'm Hari from Tanuku, West Godavari. We came to this Dharma after a great miracle that happened to my father. My father was doing a business in a partnership basis. In the end of 1993, a devotee gave Sri Murti and told us about Sri Amma Bhagwan and their grace. My father was a Ayyappa Swami devotee for the last 14 years and he refused to accept Sri Kalki. But my mother instantly developed a liking and brought the Sri Murti home. From then on, my mother used to attend all the pujas and used to do the seva to Sri Kalki. My father used to drop her to all programs, but he never even glanced at the Sri Murti. Few months later, he suffered a huge loss in business because his partner cheated him, and due to this shock, he went into coma. Doctors could not determine when he would be out of coma and get back to his normal state. They gave a long time gap of 6 to 12 months. They also said that there is nothing more they can do from their end. I prayed to Sri Kalki, prayed frequently and pleaded to restore my father's health. The same night around 12 o'clock, Sri Bhagavan and Sri Amma came physically as doctor and nurse. They asked my father to open his mouth, set right some through the mouth, gave Diksha and disappeared. Sri Amma Bhagwan gave darshan in Jyoti form to my father. At that time, my sister and my father's brother who were in the hospital were singing Sri Kalki's bhajans. Next day morning, my father woke up normally as if from sleep. The doctors were astonished looking at my father and asked him how did this happen. My father was quiet. He was discharged the same day and we came back home. At home, my father saw the Sri Kalki Sri Murti for the first time and said, "These are the people who did operation yesterday night." From that day onwards, he said, "Be it Sri Kalki is my Swami Ayyappa." Then and there, he discovered that in every form it is Sri Kalki only. Ever since, Sri Kalki has been with our family and has been protecting us. This is one of the many miracles that happen in our lives. Millions and millions of gratitude, Sri Kalki.
Kalki Seva Sangha. Everyday Kalki Seva Sangha volunteers carry out various service activities across hundreds of locations all over the country. Every day we present one such activity. Vijayawada, Andhra Pradesh. Vijayawada Sangha members took an intent to quench the thirst of people. Sangha members distributed buttermilk to the general public at Kota Vantena Center, Eluru Road. The recipients were touched and overwhelmed receiving such kind of concern and thanked them. Sangha members thank Kalki for this wonderful Seva Bhagya.
क्षीराब्धिशयना नारायण श्रीलक्ष्मीरमणा नारायण क्षीराब्धिशयना नारायण श्रीलक्ष्मीरमणा नारायण नारायण नमो नारायण नारायण नमो नारायण नरहरि रूप नारायण नरहरि रूप नारायण वैकुण्ठवासा नारायण वैदर्भितनया नारायण वैकुण्ठवासा नारायण